Welcome to Bullshit TV. I am your host. On today's docket, this is another update, and this continuous story that keeps updating as the days come along. Even though this young man lost his life at the beginning of the month, we all know Tyree Nichols from Memphis, Tennessee, and just updating news. There's been a sixth police officer that has uh, some type of dealings with this young man losing his life. But now that I think about it, and back in the video, because we be so tuned in on what first happens when it occurs. I did remember seeing a white officer helping the black officer because of his hand. I didn't see his face or nothing, and he didn't sound black. I'm just going along with that. But it's been another outing officer. It's a sixth officer. I didn't read the breaking news on Yahoo. I just clicked on the little red bar that they have at the top when anything is very substantial of breaking news. I clicked on it, and then the first paragraph and a half, it was just basically saying it was a sixth officer that was relieved from his work site. For right now, he has not been charged and he has not been arrested. I want to know why, because it's bills and laws within the police department. When they see police officers, if you see your partner or anybody else in the police department and they're doing something that's against protocol and policy, you have a duty to protect and serve, to put your foot in. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about like just rushing them or tasing the officer, but basically pulling them to the side and say, hey, this is not what we stand for. This is not protecting and serving. But yes, Mr. Hemphill, Hemphil. Like I said, I didn't read the whole little shit article. I didn't read the whole article because it's already what we already know. You know what I'm saying? People that wasn't in these situations always seem to know, like myself, what is going on into these police departments. They're dirty. They don't have no type of urgency. They don't have no type of humility about them. And I know all police officers are not bad. That's a giving, because you never have 100% of something, never 100% of good, never 100% of bad. But it's a nice sized portion that they keep trying to tell us is just a few of them. No. And I want to know why this white officer was not was just relieved of his duties. Why is he's not behind bars? Because these black officers, they was there during this, and some of them was added on during the time when they was going to search for Mr. Nichols when he fled the scene of being pepper sprayed and maced in the first. You know what I'm saying? So the officer, I believe they're talking about, it was I believe he was a white officer because of the video cam that was on the light pole. I'm talking about the guy that was walking in between the cars when Mr. Nichols was on the driver's side of the car. I believe that was a white officer, and he just simply walked away. He did walk away from be able to. So if he was interrogated, they was, even though we have video of people, the officers hitting him, an officer hitting him with a baton, he was off. You know what I'm saying? So when he get interrogated or questioned about what happened, they would say, well, he was hit with a nightstick. Well, I didn't see that. You know what I'm saying? But he was well aware of what was going on. It was malpractice. It was police brutality to the fullest extent of the law. And again, America, the United States, and Mr. Garland, I know you got your plate full. Ketanji, you need to Ketanji Jackson, you need to get out here and start making some head move, because this shit is ridiculous. I do believe these officers, the 5 black officers that was arrested, fired, and charged with these crimes, so should the white officer. So my question is, why is this white officer not why is he not charged also? Why is he not putting up money for bail? Why is it just the black officer? Like I said, it's always going to be a race thing, because we never ever really fix the main problem with the racism. So basically, to me, and what you're saying to black people, poor people in these low income areas, that you don't give a fuck about law and order unless it's one of us. Because you're making it clear to us time and time again. I'm not putting up with the bullshit. I talk to you, disrespect me, I disrespect you back. If you want to talk about it so we can get a better understanding of each other, I'm always up for that. But if you coming at me wrong, I don't care who you are. I say it all the time. It puts me in certain positions, but it's just my morale and my soul. Like, I'm not selling my soul for nothing. I'm not selling my soul. You're not going to do and say anything because you think it's the way it is. Because, like I said, I am not a lawyer. I'm not going to school to become a lawyer. Never, took the bar test and failed. I just read our laws and I implement them to what I see. And then sometimes the laws and just the humanity and the mortality of a person, it don't fit the law. You know what I'm saying? And you want to say what I mean by that? What you mean by that? Okay. So we're going to have to take this back to Breonna Taylor. In Louisville, wherever she was at the time, in Kentucky, where she was at, you have the right to arm yourself. You have the right to protect your home. You know what I'm saying? So this whole shit about these gun laws and why everybody want guns to protect their home. This is what Breonna Taylor was doing. But the problem with this was it was a no-knock warrant. The police department had every right to use a no-knock warrant to do a raid or to search for whatever, you know what I'm saying? So if you have regular citizens that, just go to work 9 to 5, come home, take the kids to football games, argue with the kids about eating your vegetables and all that shit, and I have a right to the right to bear arms, and I have the right to protect my home if I have to with a firearm, right? But at the same time, you got officers that is not even potential anymore because it has happened. You have officers going into a home that no knock warrant mean you don't have to knock. You can just kick the fucking door in. You know what I'm saying? And then Breonna Taylor's boyfriend will forever be her boyfriend because they didn't break up. You know what I'm saying? They didn't break up, so that will, in my eyes anyway, they will always be together. You know what I'm saying? They always will be boyfriend and girlfriend, but whatever. Her boyfriend shot a warning shot and it just happened to hit an officer. Now they trying to charge him for trying to kill an officer, but he has the right to protect his home, and you coming in with a no-knock warrant. And a lot of people, 99% of the people said they didn't hear the officer say nothing about it was officers at the door, because that was the big thing with Kenneth Walker, the boyfriend, shooting the gun, and he got off because he was within his right, and the officers had an issue because it was a no-knock warrant. I get that you need a warrant, but a no-knock warrant, that just causes issues. You feel what I'm saying? So them two do not coincide. They do not go together. You know what I'm saying? So to keep that from happening again, you know what you got to do? No more no-knock warrants. Warrants need to be issued and deployed in between these times, because people that's not doing, because it's just for mistakes like this. You know what I'm saying? It could be a mistake, but if it's continuously happening, y'all not doing nothing about it. Y'all doing it on purpose. But yeah, so like those two laws don't coincide, so they need to get rid of the no-knock warrants, because when normal people is just in their homes, just doing normal life, and then you just got an officer kicking in your fucking door, did not shoot a gun because you clearly didn't say I was an officer. You just bust in my house, but I have the right to protect myself with my firearm, and then you're gonna charge me for trying to kill a police officer? That was his fault. So the factor in that, take the fucking no-knock warrant out. So yeah, so Mr. Hempfield, I don't know what the fuck you look like, but the article did say you was a white man. And now what y'all gonna do, Memphis? Now y'all done told them people to be compliant. They can go out there and protest and no rioting. And I believe that people that protest, they ain't going out to look for a riot. It's the fucking police officers. Y'all don't like what y'all seeing, and so y'all start shooting fucking rubber bullets and shit. That's the riots. Y'all create this shit majority of the time. But like I said, y'all telling these people, y'all can protest, you can be, feel what the family feel, but what they feel right now when a white man that was there during the beating, and this motherfucker was just relieved of his duties, he should be locked up behind bars being charged. It's the same as such. And I already knew it was some bullshit. because it was too many officers out there. You know what I'm saying? When I first looked at the video, it was like, to me, it was like 12 officers. That's what it looked like, and I'm just guesstimating, eyeballing it, but it was more than 5 out there. I know that for sure. And they seen this shit, and then how long Mr. Nichols had to wait for some type of medical help, So all them motherfuckers need to be charged. You know what I'm saying? They talking about this motherfucker high. The black officers, oh, he high, he off something. But clearly this motherfucker is lumped up to the flow up. Like, for real, I'm not trying to be funny. It's just the way, my delivery is. I get it. You want to be mad because this man passed and it's too early. But it is what it is, because that's how they was talking to him. That's how they was talking to him. This motherfucker high as hell. He got to be on something. And this motherfucker eyes is swole shut and everything else. But yeah, Mr. Hempfield. So Memphis, y'all got to do something about Mr. Hempfield. He need to be in jail too. All the motherfuckers got to go. You know what I'm saying? It's time and time again. Y'all keep saying it's just a couple bad apples. This don't look like a couple bad apples. It look like the whole goddamn police department. Not a goddamn chief out here. Now the dirt is coming out of her motherfucking closet. And I knew I ain't even want to make the statement to be behind her, because I know she knows some of the shit that's been going on in the police department. But come to find out, she has some bullshit from another police department before she even took over down here. So that's what y'all doing. Y'all keep saying it's a couple bad apples, but y'all just keep putting them in different barrels. So it's bobbing for good apples. That's how I look at it. But it's a bunch of bullshit. So if y'all don't want these riot protesters and non-violent shit, because this right now, y'all fucking up. Y'all fucking up big. Mr. Hempfield, he was relieved the same day as these motherfuckers, the other 5 police officers was relieved from their duties, but they was charged and arrested. So what happened to Mr. Hempfield? You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck about his lawyer. He need to be in fucking jail. Because I can guarantee that he was probably out there fucking high-fiving them black men. Yeah, good job. That's the house inners right there. That's what we call house inners. Because I can guarantee Mr. Hempfield, somebody could attest that he out there fist bumping too. Damn, y'all fucked him up. You did that? Whoo-wee. Yeah, young buck. Yeah. So Mr. Hempfield, you next, brother, sister, whatever the fuck you want to call yourself. But it's fucked up that y'all charged these 5 officers. They had accomplices. What happened to them? Them accomplices to fucking criminal acts. And I still find it so fucking funny. So fucking funny that y'all done sat here, put these motherfucking cameras in these high crime areas, and the police officers is getting caught doing the goddamn crime. Until next time.